Hi, I'm Christina and welcome to my channel, ChriskaYoga. In today's video, we will be doing a super slow flow. This is a very slow and gentle Vinyasa flow yoga class. It's great if you love the flow classes, the flow of a Vinyasa flow, but you're looking to just slow down and take your time. This one is a perfect class for you to do. Before we get started with the class, please hit that subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed to this channel. It takes 2 seconds to just click that button, completely free to do so. Subscribing just lets YouTube know that you appreciate and enjoy the yoga videos that I provide, and it will really help the channel to grow and expand. So if you wouldn't mind, please take 2 seconds and just hit that subscribe button down below this video. It would really mean the world to me. So if you're ready, grab your mat and let's get started. Come to your yoga mat. Come onto your hands and your knees. Touch your big toes together behind you. Sit your hips onto your heels and relax your torso over your thighs, bringing your forehead to the ground, and reach your arms out in front of you for child's pose. Quiet your mind, close your eyes, focus your attention on your breathing. Notice how your rib cage expands with your inhales and comes back in with your exhales. Relax here by focusing your attention on your inhales and your exhales. Slowly and gently bring yourself up out of your child's pose, coming to your hands and your knees. Bring your shins parallel to one another. Back is flat, looking down towards the ground. On your next inhale, tuck your toes. Look up and forward and spread your shoulders wide apart for a cow pose. On your exhale, untuck your toes, bringing the tops of your feet to the floor. Curve your spine in the opposite direction slowly and look back towards your thighs for cat pose. On your next inhale, come back to your cow pose, arching your back, tucking your toes, spreading your shoulders wide apart and looking up. Exhale, round your spine in the opposite direction, bring the tops of the feet to the floor. Reach your upper back all the way up towards the ceiling and look behind you. Inhale, come back to your cow pose, coordinating one movement with one breath. On your exhale, come back to your cat pose. Continue to move for the next few rounds of breathing on your own timing. With each inhale, come to your arch, your cow pose, and with each exhale, curve your spine, coming to your cat pose. Take one final exhale into cat pose here, and then on your following inhale, come back to a flat back, neutral spine. From your neutral spine, step the right foot forward in between your hands for a low lunge, keeping the left knee down on the floor. Keep your hands to frame your right foot in front of you. Hold here, feeling a stretch in the front of your left hip, softening your right hip socket. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, you'll send your legs and your hips back onto the left leg and straighten the right leg. Flex the right foot, folding over the right leg. feeling a stretch in the entire back of that leg, your calf, your hamstrings. Hold and breathe. On your next inhale, shift your weight forward into your right leg, coming back into your low lunge. Hold here for a moment. Take a deep exhale and shift your weight back onto the left leg, straightening the right leg once again. Maintain that forward fold. Inhale, lunge forward into the right leg once again, bending the right leg, and we'll flow once again back on the exhale, straightening the right leg. Inhale, come to your low lunge, and take a deep exhale, straightening the right leg, shifting the weight back. Inhale, shift the weight forward into your low lunge. Exhale, shift the weight back and straighten the right leg. Inhale, shift the weight forward into your low lunge. From here, send the right leg back underneath you and switch sides, stepping the left foot forward into your low lunge on the left. Keeping the right knee on the floor, feel a stretch in the front of your right hip as you're softening your left hip socket into flexion. Taking that same flow on the left side, take a deep exhale, shift your weight back onto the right leg, straightening the left, flex the left foot, and fold over the left leg. On your following inhale, shift your weight forward back into your low lunge, bending the left leg. Take an exhale, shift your weight behind you, straightening the leg, flex the foot. Exhale, lunge forward into the left leg once again, and hold for a moment. On your exhale, shift your weight behind you, flexing the left foot, and inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, shift the weight back. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, shift the weight back. Inhale, shift your weight forward. From here, step the left foot back underneath your body, coming back through your hands and knees position. From there, step your right foot back, then your left, straightening your legs and coming into a plank pose. We're going to flow in and out of plank. So take a deep exhale, lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Feel those heels pressing down towards the floor. Inhale, straighten your body once again, coming into a plank pose. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come back to your plank, nice and slow. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift your body into plank. Exhale, press up, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring yourself back to a plank pose. And on your exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming back to a strong plank. Exhale, hips up for downward facing dog. Hold your downward dog for several deep inhales and exhales. Take a deep inhale, raise your heels all the way up and bend your knees generously. Look forward and take as many steps as you need bringing your feet to the top of your yoga mat for a half forward fold. And on your exhale, fold your torso back all the way down. On your next inhale, come up to standing with a straight spine, reaching your arms up, looking towards your hands. And take an exhale, release your hands down by your sides, standing up tall in mountain pose. Moving through several sun breaths. Inhale, rotate your upper arms, raise them up. On an exhale, fold your torso over into an Uttanasana, forward fold. Relax your head over. Inhale, straighten your spine up halfway. And exhale, fold your torso back into your forward fold. On your next inhale, come all the way up to standing, reaching your arms up once again. And take an exhale, release your hands down by your sides in mountain pose. One more time. Inhale, rotate your upper arms around and raise your hands and arms all the way up. Exhale, fold your torso over into a forward fold, bringing your hands to the floor, relaxing your head. Inhale, straighten your spine up just halfway. And exhale, fold your torso back down into a forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, reaching your arms up, looking up. And take an exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Inhale, rotate your arms around once again. Raise them all the way up. On an exhale, come to your forward fold. Hands to the floor, relaxing your head and neck over. Inhale, straighten your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your palms flat onto the floor this time. Step back 1 foot at a time into a plank pose. From there, lower your knees down, lowering your whole body onto the mat, coming to your belly. The tops of your feet are on the floor, hands are on the floor next to your ribs, elbows pointing up. Inhale, lift your head and your shoulders up for a low cobra arch. Exhale, bring your head back down to the ground. Inhale, once again, come back to your low cobra arch, lifting your head. Exhale, bring your head down. Once more. Inhale through your nose, lift your head and your shoulders off the ground using your back muscles. Exhale, lower your head down. From here, press into the ground, come through your hands and knees, tuck your toes, and straighten your legs into a downward facing dog. Hold your downward dog, press your hips up and back. On the diagonal, hold and breathe deeply. Inhale, raise your heels all the way up, bend your knees generously. Look forward between your hands and take as many steps as you need, coming up to your hands for a half forward fold. Exhale, fold your torso back over. Hold for a moment as you relax your head and neck. Keeping your hands on the floor, bend your knees if you need to. And on your next inhale, you'll come all the way up to standing with a straight back. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling, looking up. Take a deep exhale and bring your hands down by your sides for mountain pose. Inhale, rotate your upper arms all the way around, raise them up, looking towards those hands. Exhale, fold your torso over your legs, Uttanasana, forward fold, hands to the floor, relax your head over. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms flat onto the floor, step back 1 foot at a time into your plank pose. And on your following exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhale, raise your right leg all the way up behind you. Step it forward in between your hands, coming into a lunge, bringing your knee directly above the right ankle. Set the back foot down at a 45-degree angle and align your right heel with your left arch. Spin your arms around, bringing your torso up, coming into Warrior Two. Your arms are reaching out in opposing directions, palms are facing the ground, and you're lunging forward into your right leg. The left leg is straight and energized. We are going to move through Flying Warrior. So take a deep inhale, straighten the right leg, and reach your arms up. Face your palms towards each other. On your exhale, you'll press everything back down into Warrior Two. Inhale, straighten the right leg, once again reaching the arms up, looking forward. Exhale, press back down into your Warrior Two. Inhale, reaching up, straighten the right leg. Exhale, pressing down gently into Warrior Two. Inhale, slowly reach up. Exhale, press down, Warrior Two. Hold your Warrior Two. And then on your exhale, spin your hands down to frame your right foot. Step back into a plank pose. And lift your hips up and back into Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, slowly reach the left leg up behind you, and then gently bring it forward in between your hands for a lunge on the left, keeping the knee directly above the ankle on the left side. Set the back foot down at 45 degrees, spin your arms around, lifting your torso up into Warrior Two on the left side. We'll slowly move through our Flying Warrior. Inhale, straighten your left leg and reach your arms up. Exhale, press yourself back down into Warrior Two. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, press everything down into Warrior Two. Inhale once again, deeply through your nose, straighten the leg, reach the arms. Exhale, press down into Warrior Two. One more time, inhale, straighten the leg, reaching up. And exhale, press everything down into a strong Warrior Two. From here, spin your hands down to frame your left foot and step the left foot back into a plank before you take an exhale and lift your hips up and back into Downward Facing Dog. Hold, breathing deeply in your Downward Dog. And on your following inhale, raise your heels up and bring your knees down to the floor. Touch your big toes together behind you, separate your knees apart. Bring your forehead to the floor and your hands down by your sides for a child's pose. Hold here, breathe. You can close your eyes if you would like to. Slowly roll yourself up out of your child's pose, and you can come to a seated position on the ground, sitting evenly on two sits bones at the bottom of your pelvis. Bring your feet to meet each other at the center line of your body and your knees all the way out to the side for bound angle pose. On an exhale, fold your torso over your legs, looking down. Keep your hands on your feet or ankles. If you would like a deeper hip stretch, you can bring your elbows to your knees and gently press them down towards the floor. As you're here, hold and breathe deeply. Take an inhale, slowly come up out of your forward fold and straighten your legs out to the sides, flexing your feet. Point your knees and toes up towards the ceiling. On an inhale, lengthen your spine. And on an exhale, walk your hands and your torso forward, coming into a forward fold into extended angle pose or wide angle pose. Keep as much length in your spine as possible and keep your knees and toes pointed upwards towards the ceiling. Slowly and gently come up out of your forward fold. Bring your legs in towards each other and come to lying flat on your back. On your back, bend your legs. Cross the right leg over the left leg, bringing the thigh on top of the other thigh. Hug your legs in towards your chest and hold on to your ankles in your hands. Hold here, feeling a stretch in the outer thighs by the glutes. Keep the feet flexed. You can close your eyes if you would like to, and hold. Release your hands from your ankles, set your foot down, uncross your legs and switch sides. Bring the left leg over the right, hug the legs in towards the chest. Once again, hold on to the ankles in your hands, keeping your feet flexed, and hold here, breathing deeply. Release your hands from your legs, bring your legs down. Uncross your legs and straighten them out onto the ground. Separate your legs apart, relax them completely. Bring your hands down by your sides and turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes if they weren't already and begin to deepen your breathing. Breathing in and out through your nose. Begin to focus all of your attention on your breath and relax here. Gently move your limbs, bringing some slight motion back into your body. When you're ready to do so, bend your legs, roll onto the right side and rest there with your knees bent and your arm under your head for support. Use your hands to help you come up to a seated cross-legged position. Flexing your feet underneath your knees, bring your hands to your legs. Sit up tall, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out through your nose. And bring your hands to meet at the center of your chest and bow your head to your fingertips. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Leave any questions or comments you have in the comment section below this video. And let me know if you enjoy the voiceover, so the style of this class where I voiced over the instructions, or if you prefer the other style of classes that I do where I talk in time with the lesson and I'm talking in real time while I'm teaching. Which style do you prefer? I've had mixed reviews. Some people say they prefer the voiceover, some people say they don't. Some people say they prefer music, some people say they don't. So just let me know, which one do you prefer? I would love to know because I make these videos for you and I want to make content that you enjoy. Also, if you aren't subscribed yet to this channel, please take 2 seconds out of your day and hit that subscribe button down below the video. It's a little red square, it says subscribe. And if you're watching on my website, on my blog post, there is a link to subscribe as well. It says subscribe. It's right there in big letters. So if you just take 2 seconds and hit that button, it would really help me out to expand the reach of this channel. It is completely free and I post 2 free yoga classes every single week on here. So please just do that for me. It would mean the world to me. For even more yoga resources, free yoga challenges, advice and tips, head on over to ChriskaYoga.com. And don't forget to also follow me over on Instagram at ChriskaYoga for daily yoga motivation, inspiration, and tips behind the scenes of this channel and so much more. All of the links are listed in the description box below this video. Thank you so much. See you next time.